Hi all, in this video we are going to study about Asset Reconstruction Company or the bad bank. In the recent budget 2021, Finance Minister came up with the news that government is going to set up Asset Reconstruction Company to manage the non-performing assets. We know the fact that in the wake of the slowdown in the economic activities due to the recent pandemic, banks witness a hike in NPAs. And before pandemic, the gross NPA fell below rupees 10 lakh crores. And now, by September 2021, the NPAs may go very high. Considering this background, we'll study what is the role of a bank and what is the role of a bad bank. The main objective of the bank is to lend loans and to accept deposits. In both the cases, it is going to apply interest. That means even if you take loans, the bank is going to apply the interest, and if you want to deposit, the bank is going to provide you the interest. In case these loans at a larger scale are turned to be a bad loans, that is after a certain period of time, if you aren't receiving any capital or interest on those loans, then this will be considered as a non-performing assets which is going to bother the health of the bank. So why do the NPAs occurs? NPA occurs because of the bad lending practices of the banks, or in case of if there is a competition between the banks to provide surplus loans without any considering the collaterals or the securities. Now how does the bad banks differ from a bank? The responsibility of the bad bank is to contact those banks whose loans have turned into NPAs. For example, this bank has given 10 crores of loan, out of which 6 crores is considered as good asset, which provides capitals and interest to the banks, or which can be considered as a good loan. The other 4 crores will be considered as a bad asset, which does not return the banks with the capital or interest. So these bad assets are nothing but non-performing assets, and bad banks will take over those 4 crores from the banks. That is, it will try to buy it out at a very less price, that is lesser than the 4 crores, might be around 3 crores. This bank has to accept the 3 crores because it is not in a condition to get at least the principal amount or interest on those loans. So this bank will be accepting 3 crores from the ARCs or the bad banks. Now these bad banks will contact those clients who are considered as the defaulters and try to recover from them somewhere around 3.5 crores. That means bad banks will be getting a benefit of 50 lakh rupees. So this is a role and the responsibilities of the bad bank. Indian Bank Association suggested an idea to create public sector asset rehabilitation agencies to buy out NPAs. This is the concept what I have explained now. And technically speaking, the responsibility of the bad bank is to buy out those bad loans from the banks. And due to this, there can be a decline in the NPA rate. And banks can concentrate on the regular task of rotating the money in the market in terms of loans or in terms of deposits, and the rest can be taken care by the ARCs or the bad banks. Due to this, the bank's lending rate capacity can be easily revived and the stability in the banking sectors can be maintained. This will also help us to reach the Basel III norms, where the banks are asked to keep aside the CRAR, that is capital risk adequacy ratio, where every bank has to maintain as a security reserves around 8%. But RBI has declared recently that due to this pandemic scenario, Indian banking system is not in a position to adhere to the principles of Basel III norms. And ARCs will definitely help to segregate the bad and the good loans, which will maintain the transparency in the banking system, which can also attract investors from the other international and also from the domestic market. And we know that in the year 2008 to 2010, in Ireland, due to real estate loan defaulter issues or the subprime mortgage crisis, there was a bad loan issues and there was a rise in non-performing assets. There was also a fall of Lehman Brothers. So in this background, in Ireland, in due to this 2019 crisis, they have set up the National Asset Management Agencies, which has helped them to recover from these bad loans. Now, what could be the cons? The cons are like the former Reserve Bank of India Governor Raghuram Rajan said that by the establishment of such asset reconstruction companies, the banks will have a reckless practice that the lending practices of the banks will increase, keeping in mind that the non-performing assets will be considered or will be taken care by the ARCs. This is nothing but just you are shifting the bad loans from the pockets of the banks to the bad banks or the ARCs. And there is also a claim that the prices that the bad banks are going to buy out from the regular banks are not the market driven, which also need to be considered by the Indian Banking Association or the Government of India. So this is about the concept of ARCs or the bad banks, and in the rising scenario of NPAs, how the bad banks can help us to reduce the NPAs issues. I hope this session was helpful for you to understand the concepts of ARCs. Thank you.